Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Crist Field at Beamston Stadium as Marauder football is back as the Millersville Marauders set to take on American International Yellow Jackets. I'm Jordan Satterfield, and my partner tonight is former Marauder lineman Brett Harris. Brett, how you doing, man?
Doing great, man. I'm so excited to be back, have football again. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, it's been a long time since the Marauders been on the field, since 2019. As it's going to be a very new team, Coach J.C. Morgan is trotting out. Coach Morgan going into his fourth year with the Marauders as he hopes to get his team off to a winning start with the first game. Sorry about that, listeners. We're having some technical difficulties, but here we go. Marauder football is back as Millersville is set to kick off. And here we go. Kick is off. And it looks like it went out of bounds, and yes, it did. The flag is out. Not a good start for the Marauders there.
Yeah, that's a tough situation there. Almost stayed in bounds. You don't know if you got to hit the guy or if you got to play the ball. So we'll see what the flag is.
It was almost a great play, pin him right there at the 10-yard line.
That would have worked out perfectly.
Free kick out of bounds. 50 feet. American International kick the ball to 35-yard line. First down.
So it looked like the Yellow Jackets are going to start their first drive on their 35. Quarterback Jason DeMille, number 10, is on the field. DeMille drops back. He throws it deep over the middle, and it's dropped. Great play by the Marauders there.
And you saw a little bit of pressure coming off right off the bat there. That's great for your first play in 2 years. Looks like they're running the pistol offense, so they have a lot of options running back behind the quarterback out of a mini version of the shotgun. So they have a lot of options they can run either way out of.
It's going to be second down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. And a run to the right side, swarmed by a bunch of Marauders.
Great play to stuff that on the line. You got a bunch of hats meeting him at the ball there. It's exactly what you want to see, especially as a defense coordinator. That'll make you happy every time you see it. Got third and long coming up here. We'll see what Coach Suchak on the defensive side wants to do if he wants to bring pressure. Check out the safeties and see where they're putting them in alignment. I'm thinking there's a little bit of blitz coming here.
It'll be a great sign if the Marauders can get off the field with a 3 and out. QB draw. Great play by the Marauders.
And there you have it. A little bit of a blitz coming off both C-gaps there. He ends up taking it up the gut and getting met there. That's a great drive stopper there for the Marauders. Exactly what you want after 2 years. Bringing the juice in the field, getting ready for offense, put some points on the board.
Looked like it was Don Drew, redshirt sophomore, who made the stop there. It's going to be fourth down as the Yellow Jackets are set to punt. Fair catch. Looks like the Marauders are going to start their first offensive drive on their own 20.
Let's see how it goes. It's already getting a little chippy out there. Don't blame them. They've been hitting themselves in practice for the last 2 years, so it's nice to see a different face that you can beat up on. But we'll see how that goes. Every team is amped up right now, and you gotta love it.
Ball set on the 23-yard line as Cole Clayman comes out at quarterback for the Marauders. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Marauders. Inside handoff, breaks free. Great first run, about a gain of 13 for KJ Cartwright, number 2.
That's exactly what you want. And now we got that up-tempo Coach Morgan offense getting up on the line, getting ready for the next play. Better be in shape, and you better stop eating sugar bowls, Stromboli's right before the game begins.
It's going to be 1st and 10 inside the 35. Cole Clayman, he rolls out. And it's going to be a sack by number 9 for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, that's a tough play to stop there, having a great run on 1st down and then giving up a sack. Got as much yards as you could out of that on the rollout, but they're going to have to pick up that pressure eventually, and we'll see how they respond to that. Last thing you want to do is have your quarterback running around like that.
Let's see how the Marauders respond. It's going to be 2nd and long. Takes a short pass to KJ in the flat. Not much on that play. Oh, hold on. Looks like it might be a fumble. The Yellow Jackets are signaling that it's their ball.
Looking like it's staying.
Yep, refs shut that down real quick.
Again, we got 3rd and long coming up. We'll see how the Yellow Jackets are going to respond here, what they're going to like to do on 3rd down. You might see some pressure. You might see him play a conservative. Let's see how they feel about the quarterback that's leading the charge back there.
Clayman drops back, throws to the flat, and the ball is dropped.
All right, so that's 2 3-and-outs right there. Marauders had a 1st down, but that drive got shut down pretty quickly. It's going to be a good game, I'm feeling. We'll see which team decides to respond first and take these points. Hopefully they get some good field position out of here. This is a field position battle going on right now. See how it goes.
Yeah, so both rocky starts for both the Marauders and the Yellow Jackets as they are set to punt on 4th down. And the punt is away. It's a great punt. And he dropped it. That's Marauders' ball. Flag is on the play.
We did have a little bit of hesitation out of the ref there. Did the double fake, pump faked once, pulled the flag out. So we'll see what he's going with and what they're going to decide. Looks like it was a very...
You have to imagine that they're looking at it to see if he was touched slightly early. It looked good from my end. I don't know.
He pulled up, but also he did run into him.
It is on the Marauders, so it is still the Yellow Jackets' ball.
Kind of takes the winds out of the sails there after that nice punt and nice recovery. But as you know, Marauders don't sail. We're land pirates, so we will recover.
It's going to be 1st down on the 30. Quick pass over the middle, incomplete. Intended for number 14. It's going to be
Looks like they're
second
running
down
a little
to
bit
10.
of an RPO read there with that quarterback staring down that linebacker. If he sees him move any which way, he's going to throw it. Just didn't connect. You can always tell because there's an offensive lineman down the field. Looking like they don't know where to go.
Second down to 10. Look like Marauders going to bring a blitz here. Quick pass to the flat. Makes a couple man miss. Nice little game for about 6 yards. Going to be third and short.
That was just a simple swing pass he threw out there, and that really is just testing to see if your cornerbacks and linebackers are going to run to the ball and cover that. You got guys that can do it.
It's going to be third down and 4 for the Yellow Jackets. Another quick pass, and it's complete for the first down.
It was just a good route and quick throw, and caught him when we weren't looking there, so that was a good play. Quarterback does look calm back there in the pocket, and he's going through his reads, even while we're bringing pressure.
Looked like Jaheim McGuire on the catch. It's going to be a first down for the Yellow Jackets. They're near midfield here. You can see they're trying to establish the short passing game, try to get the Marauders off balance. And the Yellow Jackets go up the middle for a run for about 4.
That's a good play on first down for them to get a good bit of yardage. Makes it a lot easier in second down. You can open up the playbook, and you're not worried about having a third and long situation.
Samad Davila on the run. It's going to be about second down to 6.
These guys haven't been afraid to throw it past 20 yards the last few second downs, so we'll see if they're going to go for it or not.
And that's an interception!
Ooh-wee.
Marauder turnover! And that's Sweeney on the play. Great play, great jump on the ball.
He read that play better than a 5th grade honor student in English class. That was just a great play. He was there the whole way, played the hips of the receiver, and took advantage and came up and snagged that ball. That is a huge play. We're talking about great starting position for the Marauders. And a turnover, there's nothing that makes a coach smile more than that.
The Marauders offense comes back on the field near midfield after the turnover. Let's see if they can capitalize off it with great field position. It's a quick pass to the sideline. Number 4 for about 4.
We can see the Yellow Jackets are not afraid to bring pressure on first down. They've got a lot of heat coming up, once in the middle and a couple times outside. They must see something they like, but as long as the Marauders can expose that, that'll probably get them to calm down a little bit. So let's see how these next few plays are going.
It's going to be second down and about 3. Flag is thrown. Looks like it's going to be a false start. That's going to push the Marauders back 5. About second and 7 now.
That takes away just about everything you just did that last play. But right here, you want to try and cut the chains in half and see if you can get to about 3rd and 4 on this next play, and that'll be a big play. Especially get across the 50 and put a little more pressure on here.
You got to imagine Marauders here going to do another quick pass. That seems to be their game plan. To run up the middle, made a man miss for about a couple. Looks like a gain of 3. Jaheim Morris on the run.
Gave him a little bit of spin cycle right there off the bat. Good vision seeing that. It's a little scary when someone's coming right through at you right away. A way to get as much as you can out of that play.
It's going to be third down and 7.
Looks like they might be bringing some pressure here. You got safety down, putting a linebacker in position to blitz.
You got one-on-one up top. High snap. Blitz coming. Pass is caught over the middle. And it's going to be close, but it looks like it's going to be enough for the first down. Number 13, Cliff Harris on the catch. Great play by Clayman getting the ball out.
That is a great play by Clayman. By being able to read, he had two guys in his face and pressure, and just trusting himself to be able to read that, know where his guy's going to be, and make that pass in a high-pressure situation. That was way better than 8 yards shows.
It's going to be first down and 10. Marauders now inside the Yellow Jackets territory as Clayman QB draw up the middle for about 3.
Nothing wrong with sending a different quarterback in and get a little tough yards on first down. Put a couple fullbacks there, make John Gruden proud, get a little grit out of there.
It's going to be 2nd and 7. And looks like a bad snap as it looked like the Yellow Jackets come up with the ball. He's running into the end zone, but it looks like the refs are saying he was down. I know that's good news for the Marauders. And that is going to be Yellow Jackets' ball, another turnover.
Yep, that is difficult, especially for your defense just coming off after a big turnover. Their offense having a mistake like that, something as simple as the exchange of the snap.
It looks like they're just trading blows with each other.
Yeah, it's especially the momentum they had there. It was a really good drive. It was going, but again, hey, you didn't score. Turnovers kill you. So
that's
we'll
going
see who's going to take that first strike.
That's going to give the Yellow Jackets decent field position. It's going to be first down. Drops back. Oh, great fake. And now as he scrambles up, great run there by DeMild. Looks like about 9.
So it looks like the Marauders had a good pass rush lane, trying to keep the quarterback in the pocket, and they just stepped out of line for a second, left their feet, and that's why the quarterback was able to take that there. It's good pump fake, getting defensive linemen off their feet, and be able to run past them.
It's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Yellow Jackets. Quick run. Looks like it's going to be enough for the first down.
And there's that pistol again. As you can see, the quarterback is able to open up to either side. It's really hard to predict which way he's going to go. That's where it gives you a little bit of trouble there. Instead of when you're in the shotgun, you have a running back to a certain side. You can kind of predict where you can go with it, but this gives you just that little bit of wrinkle.
That was Chase Speller on the run. It's going to be a new set of downs for the Yellow Jackets.
Looks like we got man coverage out of the Marauders.
Quick pass to the flat, and he's up the sideline. That's a big game for the Yellow Jackets as he tackled inside the 25.
Yep, and simple as just swinging the ball out there and taking what you give. Looks like the Marauders had a little bit of disadvantage on defense there, just the positioning they were in and what play they chose. And sometimes stuff just matches up for you, and a little play can go for a long one.
Ball's placed on the 26-yard line. First down for the Yellow Jackets. Looks like QB read option. QB keeps the ball. Looks like it's going to be gain about 8.
Yeah, good gain out of that. Looks like the defensive end crashed in a little bit there. Wasn't expecting him to take off like that. And hopefully the next one you learn and you get a free shot in the quarterback. But for there, it's a good game.
Second and 2 for the Yellow Jackets. They are now inside the 20. He drops back. He's throwing across the middle. And that is caught for a touchdown for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, that was just a good play-action read based off the last play they ran. You can see the defensive end dipped in a little bit and bit on that, bought him enough time. And took the inside, had good position, and threw a dart, caught it, and it's 6 points. That's how football works.
That was Jaheim McGuire on a touchdown catch. Great pass by Jason DeMild as the Yellow Jackets get the first points of the game. Josh Hamill will be back for the extra point. And it looks like the kick is good. That's going to be 7-0, the Yellow Jackets.
Well, let's see how the Marauders decide to take this next offensive possession here. Again, there's that up-tempo offense you can see is working. But without the fumble, obviously you can look across the defense and see those guys with their hands on their hips. As an offensive lineman in that position, you talk to the defensive lineman a little bit, ask them if they're tired, and you pretend like you're not even though you're wheezing. But it does give them that opportunity to make the defense tired, put their hands on their hips, miss a few tackles here and there. So we'll see. It's been working so far. Just got to put it in the end zone.
Sponsors, including Benchmark, Beyond Owners Group, Clark Associates, Enterprise, Esco, Fry Lutz, Fulton Bank, Heritage Hotel, Iron Valley Real Estate, Mueller Architects.
While we wait for the kickoff, we'd like to recognize UPMC Lillids as the official all-access live streaming sponsor of Millersville Athletics, as well as the official sports medicine partner of the Millersville University Athletic Department. UPMC, making life-changing medicine happen. As the kick is underway, fielded inside the 10. As he's up the sideline for a decent return, looks like almost to the 30.
Saw a few bodies flying around there on kickoff. In my experience, you tend to put the most crazy people on the team on kickoff because they normally don't have self-regard for themselves and like to hit people. So you got to be ready for that on the kickoff return.
You got to have a little crazy to play special teams.
You do.
That was Mekhi Alexander on the return to about the 29-yard line as the Marauder offense heads out on the field again. You got to like what the Marauders were doing before the turnover. They were driving down the field, quick pass, nice runs. You got to hope they continue that barring turnover.
Yeah, they're putting it together. It's just those drive killers that can really take it out of you. You hope they don't get down on themselves from that. Just put together a good drive and try and put some points on the board and get back to even keel.
Little under 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Ooh, and it looks like the Marauders got him off sides.
And you see everybody's pointing at each other.
I saw a Yellow Jacket jump across.
Yeah, we did see the Yellow Jackets bring pressure again on first down. They do like to sneak that linebacker up, and they're not afraid to bring pressure.
And it looks like the penalty is going to be offsides on the Yellow Jackets as they move up 5 yards. Going to be 1st and 5. It's going to be an inside run, but nothing as he is swarmed by a herd of Yellow Jackets.
That was just good defensive job up front. Stuffed the line of scrimmage, didn't let them get anywhere. Those plays happen, but that was a good play defensively. And you can see it still is a little chippy out there. They're talking to each other a lot, and I don't think they're exchanging Christmas cards at this point. So we'll see how this game goes, if they can, each team can stay calm, but it is fun.
It's been 2 years of no football. Of course they're going to be a little chippy. 2nd and 5, another inside handoff. Better result this time as they're now inside the 40. Going to be a first down for the Marauders. But a flag is on a play. When you see a late flag like that, most likely it's going to be holding.
The snap, and maybe we're thinking offsides.
I don't know if we're going to be that lucky. I'm thinking more of a holding call. Oh, never mind.
Hey,
all right, Brett.
Hey, it happens. Sometimes you're right.
Looks like the Marauders declined it.
They
Still
did
a
have
first
good run
down.
there. Cartwright snuck right up the middle and squeezed through.
Another inside run, this time to Cartwright for a short gain, about a 1.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to keep running that play, and eventually they do pop. You saw the last play was a good 7-8 yards. So you do get benefit out of that. It's a simple play. Sometimes it gets stuffed, but you keep going at it and it'll work. But then again, sometimes, as most things go, it doesn't.
I got to imagine the Marauders will send up the Yellow Jackets to keep coming downhill on that run and pop a quick pass over the middle.
Yeah, they are trying to bring those safeties up. As you can see, they have been blitzing a good bit. So there's going to be the play action available sometime here.
Got a motion here. It's going to be a toss.
A
It looks
trick.
like a trick play. He got a man open downfield, number 24. Oh, and it is dropped. Wow, a missed opportunity for the Marauders.
Yep, it was there. You could see how he was widening out right from the beginning. You could see it was going to be a trick. Wide open, but still got to catch the ball. It's a tough one, and I'm sure he's going to be kicking himself over that, but there are plenty of plays left in this game that you can make up for it. So and don't get too down on yourself. Go make a play. Let's win the game.
It's going to be 3rd down and 9. I know the Marauders are heartbroken after that, but you got to go to the next play. Clayman drops back. Got quick right screen. Pass is caught, but the Yellow Jackets were all over that as they lost a yard. It's going to be 4th down and 10.
Yeah, good screen. You had a couple guys come on the field, but you saw the 2 interior guys on the Yellow Jackets did stay and stick with the running back. That was a really good play by them, having the wherewithal to find that and get to the ball. So it's tough. Sometimes the screen pops, so when you have that, it's really difficult. And now at this point, you really wish you were celebrating in the end zone on that last play.
Yeah, if you're the Marauders, you got to feel like you left points off the board there.
Yeah, it hurts, but you know what? They are moving the ball. They have had a lot of opportunities. Both teams have. I think there's been a lot of points left off the board. But
and looks like it's going to be a punt. A great bounce as it moves inside the 10. Punter Zach Banta.
Boot and roll there. Way to kick it and let her roll. Take all the yards you get. It all looks the same on the stat sheet as a long punt. So, hey, give credit where credit is due. We give it to the punters. They deserve it. Kickers, too. It's for the brand. Give them the welcome they deserve.
Now, if you're the Marauder defense, you got to imagine that they want a big stop here. You know, that previous drive, you know, they had short field. You want to make them drive the whole length of the field. Looks like another flag. A lot of flags early in this first quarter.
That's tough if this is on the Marauders here, giving them a free play, and it's not.
Looks like it's going to be a false start. It's going to pin them inside the 5. Yellow Jackets got to be careful here.
Right. You know, you got to be careful when you're taking long developing plays. You imagine they're going to be if they're going to throw it off, some quick throws, quick runs, trying to get a little bit of room for their quarterback so he's not in pressure dancing around the black end zone there.
I imagine it's going to be a quick run inside here. Try to get some breathing room. Oh, a dangerous off-tackle run, but gained a couple down to the 5.
And that was a dangerous play they were running there. It looks like they were running a little bit of outside zone, which takes a little longer to develop for that running back to hit the hole. When it's there, it's great. But, again, you saw they're able to get there swarm fast enough to stop him from getting any type of significant yardage that would make them any more comfortable.
It's going to be 2nd down and 12 for the Yellow Jackets.
They've had a tendency to throw on 2nd down. We'll see how they feel in this part of the end zone.
And it looks like it's going to be and that's going to be and the ball's out. They're saying it's Marauder ball. I'll tell you what, it's either going to be a safety or it's going to be a touchdown.
Either way, as the Marauders, you do like that, just so you know.
And it looks like no word yet from the ref. And that is going to be a safety for the Marauders.
Put your hands up above your head. That's a safety. That was a great play. Way to read the quarterback. I told you earlier, they bit on that fake by the quarterback in the read option, and they ended up taking it for a nice gain. This time, it was a great job of the defensive end sticking with his keys, getting back there, wrapping him up, putting that knee to the ground, and getting 2 points. It's always great when your defense can score for you. And guess what? You get the ball back, and you get to do it all over again.
And the first points for the Marauders this season, not from a touchdown, not from a field goal, a safety, great defensive series there. Great punt. You got the flag luck, and then you ended off with a safety. Great way. Now you're going to get the ball back.
Something's come together, and you just got to ride that momentum. It has been a game so far where it's been back and forth a little bit here and there, and the Yellow Jackets did take momentum there with that first touchdown after it swung a few ways on the turnovers. But now we'll see if the Marauders are able to take it. It's there. It's sitting right in the middle. Take it and run with it. See what you can do. Put some points on the board and see if you can take over. Because momentum is huge. Huge in football.
The Yellow Jackets, they're going to be kicking off from their 20. I got to say, interesting play call there on the safety play. A QB option. I thought they was going to do either quick passes or run inside.
It looks like they were probably trying to take advantage of the Marauders being a little, excited to try and get a play like that and hoping that when the quarterback pulled it that the defensive end spilled inside and they just happened to not be there.
And the ball is kicked off. Muffed catch, but the ball is picked up by number 4, and as he is tackled little past the 20, looked like the 21-yard line.
Now, that's just a great play there on special teams by the kickoff team after the safety. He had a little bit of difficult field position punting back from that far, and they were able to come down and make a great play. That's just huge for field position. It puts the Marauders back on 22. It's a little more difficult to score far away than it is close up.
Looked like it was Makai Alexander on the return.
First and 10 for the Marauders, the 22-yard line.
A little over a minute left here in the first quarter.
Hey.
It's going to be an outside run by number 31, Morris. Doesn't look like gained too much. Looks like it's going to be second down and 10.
Yep, there again, the Marauders have been doing a lot of runs on first down, trying to establish that game. Your hope is with this up-tempo offense, you can get a good first play, really try and get the chains moving. Hasn't happened necessarily right away on first down, but it'll be there.
Second down and 10 for the Marauders. Another outside run, but tackled in the backfield by number 55 from the Yellow Jackets. A big loss.
You can see the Yellow Jackets really love bringing that linebacker up for that blitz over top in the center. They're not afraid to blitz. They're not afraid to blitz on any down. From first to third, they seem like they have a high tendency to do so. So you're hoping that on the offensive side, you are able to take advantage of that and try and predict one and then hit a big play. This is a very difficult play coming up, third and forever. You know you're going to get some heat. So we'll see how they go here.
That was Latrell Hollis on the big stop. That's going to be third and long for the Marauders. Pass is complete, but it's going to be short of the first down marker.
It's a really good play. Great job by the big boys up front. I got to shout them out anytime that I'm able to. Looks like the Yellow Jackets ran a twist there where they stunt the interior defensive line outside and the defensive ends inside. They were able to pick that up, give some time, have a good play. Didn't pick up the first down, but that is significant for moving the ball.
Well, that's the end of the first quarter here at Millersville Stadium. The Yellow Jackets 7, Millersville Marauders 2. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with the second quarter. And we're back here at Beamstafer Stadium. The Yellow Jackets 7, the Millersville Marauders 2. As Millersville is set up to punt
This
about
is a huge
4th and
punt
3.
here. We got to have a big play. We'll see if the punter wants another shout out. I'll do it more than once if I have to. I'm not afraid to.
I can imagine the Yellow Jackets coach telling him to field the ball. Do not let it bounce. Oh, almost a block
there's
punt,
a
and the flags are out. That's going to be running into the punter.
And
As a
that's
ball-
huge. That's a really difficult mess up if you're on the Yellow Jackets. It's hard. You see the ball. He was very, very close to blocking that. It just happened to hit the kicker. Hey, another shout out for the punter. You did your job. Way to sell it. Act a little hurt. Get up. Get some high fives. Go back to doing your thing. Whatever you do on the sideline, getting ready for the next punt. Way to go, big guy. You're
Yep.
you're
Special teams
contributing
really
yards.
coming in handy.
They do.
Running into the kicker. Defense, number 11. 5-yard penalty. Penalty results.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Yellow Jackets, which means the Millersville Marauders offense comes back on the field.
And if you're the Yellow Jackets, that is insanely frustrating. Again, that's a really difficult one to pull up on there. He was going for the block. You can't fault him for hitting the kicker. It happens. He was so close, but you just gave him a free play. The Marauders have a little momentum again. You stopped them early, and now they're right back trying to move that ball again. So we'll see if they take advantage of it. As a defense, it is very hard to not be a little frustrated right now.
It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line. Clayman drops back the pass. Looks like he's in trouble. And he's going to scramble out to the right, tackled by a couple of Yellow Jackets for a decent gain, about 4.
Yeah, way to take what you get there. Get out of the pocket. Next time, hey, as an offensive lineman, you want to see your quarterback get down a little easier without getting hit. But you take your yardage, get it back up to the ball. 5 yards is amazing on first down.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Morgan, I'm telling my quarterback to get down. I don't like my quarterback taking too many hits.
Yep.
It's going to be about 2nd down and 6. Claim another short pass to the flat, caught by number 4, Makai Alexander.
There's a
And it
flag.
looks like
Looks like
another
that was late.
flag comes out. Looks like a late hit.
And there's a little bit of more frustration coming out. This is really hard for your defense to have back-to-back flags like that really affect the game. Believe it or not, like, you're going to see some shoulders slump a little bit here. Just, hey, figure it out, you know. But that was a really good play out there to swing the ball out, take what you get. Sometimes those bubble screens don't always work.
It's going to be a personal foul, late hit. It's going to be about 15 yards as the Marauders move inside the Yellow Jackets territory. And for the Yellow Jackets, that's a killer. You just can't. That's a terrible play.
And again, that's just the chippiness, not being able to play for 2 years coming out, but you got to be able to keep your head there.
It's going to be another handoff for KJ Cartwright for a good gain, about 4.
Yep, and that was a little bit of inside zone again. You saw that backer come up, try and make a blitz, took advantage of it, and the other backer took a shoulder to the face, which probably isn't that pleasant. A good 5-yard gain.
It's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Marauders.
Looks like they're spreading them around. You got trips to the outside, 3 wide receivers over there. Could be a diversion, maybe take a bomb deep to the left side with one-on-one coverage.
Looks like another run to KJ. Nice little cutback for a decent gain. It's going to be 3rd down and short.
Again, that was a good job. Way to spread them out. You got a good gap there. You only got defensive linemen, a couple linebackers in there. Everyone else is out of the box. And that was a really good play there to take advantage of that and get a 3rd and short.
As Clayman comes out for this play as number 8, Jared Jenkins comes in. Looks like it's going to be QB draw with Jenkins as he gets the 1st down.
Number 8, Jared Jenkins on the keeper.
Hey, you don't even have to understand football to understand what happened there and why it was good. Grab the ball, run forward. I could have probably done that.
I'm
Hey,
sure.
great job. Way to do your job, coming and get that first down. Keep the chains moving. Do what you got to do.
Take the whole team to bring you down, man.
Man, I'm getting old. I'm washed up.
It's going to be first down inside the 30 now for the Marauders. Looks like another handoff. Number 31. As he's tackled, looks like inside the 20. Decent game, going to be about 2nd and 3.
Yeah, good play. Hey, the runs have been working. There's specifically those inside zones, a little bit outside zone, they've been working. So keep going with it. You're moving the chains. You get the offensive lineman to attack the defensive lineman. Get on linebackers. They don't like that as much. They like to pass rush, believe it or not. They like to get their name called. So anytime you do that and you move the chains, it is great.
2nd and 3 for the Marauders. Clayman drops back. Look to pass, but it's going to take it himself. Another big hit on Clayman for about gain of 1.
It looks about that they had a little design play there. Quarterback pump faking out there, a little diversion, and taking it himself. Quarterback draw can work, but it was a good job of those guys in the middle, again, staying disciplined and getting towards that.
It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Marauders. Look like inside handoff to Morris, and I don't know if he got the first.
I don't believe he did, which brings up a difficult situation. You got 4th and inches now. Do you kick it, make it 5-7, which is a very awkward score? No one wants to see that. No one wants to see 5-7. Go for it. Let's go get these points.
I got to imagine the Marauders going for it, and it looks like
no doubt
they are.
There's always a saying that if you can't get a few inches on 4th down, you don't deserve to be playing. So let's see how it goes. It's a bunch of toughness up front. Go out there, be a war daddy, take over, and beat the guy across from you.
Jenkins back in at quarterback. I can imagine another QB draw. And QB draw, and it looks like he is short. Great play from the Yellow Jackets, number 12.
Yep, that's a tough play. You probably think that they might have seen it coming. They played it very well. Everyone did their responsibility and ended up coming off the edge and making the play there. Hey, but you can't fault the Marauders for going for it there. That's one of those just about 9 times out of 10 any coach is going to go for that.
Looks like it was Jason Thompson on the stop. Great play by the Yellow Jackets to get the Marauders off the field. 10 minutes left here in the second quarter. Score is still 7 Yellow Jackets to the Marauders 2. Looks like a handoff to number 2 for a decent gain.
Yeah, you saw that inside zone again. What happens there is a lot of those defensive linemen, the offensive linemen did a good job of trying to wash them down, and that backside opens right up for him to run off the edge and get a good gain. You're probably going to expect to see a lot of that. Again, they might take a good shot here on 2nd down. They've had a little bit of a tendency, but they might stick with the run because they have had a lot of success with that.
Another handoff. And great couple moves by number 2, Davila. Again, is going to be a Yellow Jackets first down as they move inside the 30.
Again, that was a good run. I had a very, very good cop out there saying they might pass the ball or run the ball, so I was going to be right either way. But that whole open right up, that's the thing with the pistol offense again. You have a lot of options. Now you see him back in the shotgun.
First down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. And it's going to be another handoff to Davila. Not as much success on this run for about gain of 3.
Yep. Came right up and hit him directly in the thighs, which I cannot imagine feels very good.
Going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Yellow Jackets. going to be a pass. He's looking over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete.
Mills pass goes incomplete.
It's going to be 3rd down and 7.
Looks like he had him, and it was a little worrisome. Both teams have had open guys. They have had guys running down the field with a little bit of pressure in their faces and just missed. So one of these times, someone is going to connect here because that was an open receiver. Just missed him, had a little bit of pressure, and was just off. So good job by getting some pressure, getting in his face, getting that throw off.
It's going to be 3rd and long again as he passes to the left flat, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Yellow Jackets. Great play by Davila.
And that's the risk you run when you bring a little bit of pressure on 3rd down. That running back was able to sneak out. Good job by the quarterback going through his reads and taking exactly what the defense gave him to get that 1st down.
Play result to the Yellow Jackets, first down.
It seems for both teams that the short passing game is the way to go here, as both teams have not taken a lot of deep shots and they have connected. But it seems like the short, quick, flat routes. Oh, and it's going to be a flag on the play. I'm not sure who the flag is on. And it looks like it's going to be on the Yellow Jackets.
I will say, I do love that the Yellow Jackets right tackle, not knowing the penalty, did point across the Marauders. Hey, no matter what the penalty, you always point at the other guy and you try and play it off, even though it was substitution infraction.
It's going to be 1st and 15 for the Yellow Jackets after the penalty. It's going to be another handoff to Davila for about a decent gain.
Yeah, great game. Good job, especially on 1st and 15. There was that same play again. They've been running the zone, and they are getting a lot of success out of that. Things are collapsing and going their way. But if you're the Marauders, if you look at it the right way, you only gave up 1 yard on 1st down, 2nd and 9. So try and get a negative play here, keep them a couple yards away, put them in a 3rd down situation, and hopefully get them off the field. That's what they need right now. Really cannot give up points going into halftime.
It's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Yellow Jackets. And another handoff to Davila. Looks like tackled out of bounds for about gain of 3.
That was a good job of the Marauders. One guy got his jersey, almost pulled him down. He started to come up, and they had a swarm of Marauders showing up, which is ironic because normally it's a swarm of Yellow Jackets.
It's going to
Really
be 3rd down
off
and
the field
7
here.
for the Yellow Jackets.
Might see a little bit of pressure, but the last time you saw they got burnt a little bit, so it might be a little hesitant bringing it on this 3rd down. But the position they're in, it looks like they are bringing a little something.
And it's going to be a QB draw, and it's going to be a 1st down and a lot more for the Yellow Jackets as the Mild with a big run inside Millersville territory.
Yep, and that's a difficult one. They brought pressure both off both edges, and it just so happened that the quarterback was able to evade that guy in the middle there on the nose tackle and get through and sneak out. It's very difficult when you have pressure coming off the edges to keep it contained and be able to come up and tackle. So good job by him taking advantage of that. Difficult for the Marauders giving up a 3rd down when you cover very well. Just got to keep them out of the end zone here and do your best.
It's going to be 1st down and 10 inside the 40 for the Yellow Jackets. It's going to be another inside handoff, but this time swarmed by the Marauders.
Handoff again at number 2, Samad Davila.
Yeah, good job there. Not much to it other than coming up and making a play. The guard pulled from the right side, trying to get him around and get him up on a linebacker. It's a good job by the defensive lineman of being able to follow that and also come up and hit that guard and stop that from having any type of momentum. Looks like they're spreading out a little bit. 2nd and 10. You can tell so far they have not liked being backed up from the chains. I'd imagine they're going to take some type of shot here somewhere over the middle.
2nd and 11. Looks like Marauders going to bring a blitz here. And he's taking a shot across the middle. And that's caught. Another great catch by number 87, Jaheim McGuire. And that connection, it seems to be on fire right now.
Yeah, it was a really good play. Hey, that was a really good catch. He had one earlier that just missed him, and he came up. He was not going to come down without the ball there. That was a really good play. got to tip your hat to him on that, especially if they're a defender. You're in position. He just made a really good play. Quarterback dropped the ball in there, put it right in the basket, and connected.
If I'm not mistaken, that looked like the same play from the touchdown earlier.
Seems to be.
Looked like DB fell asleep there. A couple runs, a lot of short passes.
Yep, it happens. You run the ball and you run it well. You risk that.
Looks like it's going to be a timeout for the Yellow Jackets, their first timeout, I believe. And with that, we're going to step aside and take a break, as we'll be back for the rest of the second quarter. And we're back here at Millersville University.
And
the Yellow Jackets inside the 5. It's going to be first and goal for the Yellow Jackets.
A really difficult position here for the Marauders. You got to hope that you can keep out of the end zone. But four tries here is very hard, especially with that slant coming across the middle. Good play.
Incomplete there. It's going to be second down and goal.
This is a very difficult position, especially as a defense. You don't have a lot of yards, but as an offense, you're very limited. And you don't have as much space to do as much as you want to from the passing game. But you are able to sneak a tight end, a receiver somewhere across the middle, hope that there's a blown coverage, and take advantage of it. But looks like they got a couple extra tight ends in here. Either do a stretch play to the right side, or they might try and sneak a tight end somewhere across the middle.
They've been running the ball well. I wouldn't be surprised. And it's going to be another handoff, but it's going to be a flag on a play as he's close to the goal line. Looks like to the 2-yard line, but there is a flag.
They did attempt that stretch there off of the double tights. Almost worked there.
That flag came at the start of the play, most likely going to be on the Yellow Jackets as they are backing up. Looks like an illegal shift on the Yellow Jackets. That's got to help out the Marauders there.
Yeah, it gives a little more space, and you got a lot more time to keep the running back out of the end zone, especially if they're going to try and run it here, which, who knows, they have an opportunity. They might try and cut the chains in half and maybe try and catch the Marauders lacking in that sense.
If I'm the Marauders, I'm watching the middle of the field. That's where it seems that the quarterback wants to go every time he wants to throw the ball deep. And it's going to be a touchdown for the Yellow Jackets. Great throw by DeMild.
And that's very difficult, especially for a defender. They almost had him sacked. He broke free, and it's very difficult when that quarterback is charged in the line. You stay there, so you go back in coverage, and it kind of freezes him, and he's able to make that throw. Good job of the quarterback taking advantage of that smart play.
That's Tommy Smith, number 7, on the receiving end of that throw.
Good news is the Marauders do have 3 minutes and 41 seconds to try and make an attempt here to score, close that down before coming back into halftime.
Along with 3 timeouts of their own.
Correct.
As the Yellow Jackets are set to kick, and it looks like the extra point is good, which makes the score 14 to the Marauders 2.
The Marauders are able to move the ball, and they are able to stop these guys, and vice versa. The Yellow Jackets have been doing a really good job defensively. They've been giving up yards, they've been giving up big plays, but they also haven't been breaking. They've been doing a really good job offensively of moving the ball down, taking advantage of slip-ups here and there, big third downs, and moving the ball and getting points. So while it is 2-14, this game has been a close one, And it's all about who can maintain that advantage of momentum. If the Marauders can score here, they can get that going in halftime and hopefully try and put more points up, discourage the other team a little more. But then again, the Yellow Jackets have the opportunity to squash that.
I have to imagine that the Marauders here are going to have to take some shots on this drive.
Oh, for sure.
The only shot was from that trick play earlier, which
Right.
would have resulted in a touchdown, but unfortunately was a
Missed
drop.
opportunity.
Besides from that, it's been a lot of short passing, which has worked. But with the score at 14-2, you don't want to get too wide to
Right.
where now you're only strictly passing. You're getting out of your game plan.
Right. Well, the run game has been working, and I have to imagine sometime here soon with the trickery that made them flinch, and now we're going back. But you have to imagine the Marauders are going to try little play-action bombs here soon.
As Josh Hamill with the kickoff, a deep kick back into the end zone is going to be taken by number 4, Mekhi Alexander, as he takes a knee.
And as you saw, the Yellow Jackets pump fake the kick. Good for them. Changed the game.
Ball's going to be placed at the 25 as the Marauders offense trots out onto the field. Little under 4 minutes here left in the second quarter. Marauders still with 3 timeouts. Clayman drops back. And a nice throw and catch there on the far right as he tackled out of bounds. That's going to be a first down for the Marauders.
That was a stupendous throw right there. Way to put it on the line. You have one-on-one coverage the outside, and it's, as we saw earlier when Steve Sweeney picked off that pass, it's the same route, and that is very easy for the cornerback to break on. Way to put it there and not give him the chance to do so.
Ball inside the 35. It's going to be a run by Cartwright for a short gain about 2.
Again, they're just trying to open up the offense. You don't have to be too one-dimensional right now. You have time. There's no sense, especially when you're an up-tempo offense. You're getting to the line as fast as possible, communicating through signals. It's not a bad idea to run the ball, especially if you can catch him slipping here a little bit.
Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Marauders. Clayman drops back. Evades. No, it's going to be sacked. Almost got out of there. Big play by the Yellow Jackets.
Yep, just a good play. Looks like stuff wasn't developing downfield. He looked like he wanted to take a shot. By the time he pulled it down and looked like he wanted to run it, there was somebody in his face. Almost got away, gave somebody his shoulder, but at the end of the day, grabbed your foot and they pulled you down.
You're starting to see the Yellow Jackets defensive front giving problems to the Marauders offensive line and to Clayman.
They're definitely doing a good job of getting pressure without having to blitz too much.
3rd and long. Clayman under pressure again. Wants to run, and he does, but he is tackled short of the first down marker, and that is going to be 4 down for the Marauders.
Yeah, it looks like the Yellow Jackets ran a twist there and ended up, while it didn't get home, didn't get to the quarterback, it did cause him to be a little flustered and have to rush the ball. Great open field tackle after Clayman gave a little bit of the hezzy hay. Couldn't get through. It was a good play by the Yellow Jackets. They have been doing a good job of having open field tackles and closing in on players.
The Yellow Jackets not using a timeout. They have 2 left. Looks like they're going to hold on to that. As the punt is off. Decent punt and taken by the Yellow Jackets. Looked like it was number 4.
Number 3.
Xavier Torres.
Punt return by number 4, Xavier Torres.
Ball is going to be placed
Tackle by number 6, Christian
at the 30. And the Yellow Jackets have a minute and 23 with 2 timeouts left in the second quarter.
Yeah, we'll see how they want to come out here. I mean, you have a minute and 23 seconds. Do they want to be risky, risk throwing an interception? Do they want to go for it? I mean, you have enough time, a couple timeouts. Let's see. I think they're going for it.
A deep throw, and it's complete. It's going to be a first down.
And that's difficult for the Marauders there. Looks like they took exactly what they gave them, but that ended up being a good chunk of yardage. They did have great coverage over top to defend them against a big play, but they ended up getting a really good chunk there, and that puts them in a dangerous position. You do not want them to get over the 50-yard line, especially before halftime. You want to keep this game where it is.
The Yellow Jackets still with 2 timeouts left as they're near midfield. Got a man in motion here. Almost with the sack as he throws it into the turf. It's going to be incomplete. It's going to be second down and 10.
Yeah, it was a well-designed play there. They had that guy go in motion and looped out, and the Marauders did a very good job of staying in coverage there and staying with their guy, not getting confused. That was a very well-designed play. Just happened to not work out, which is great for the Marauders. If you're the Yellow Jackets, you're kicking yourself a little bit there because there was a little bit of slim hope there that might connect.
The Marauders, they're getting close to sacking DeMild, but they just can't seem to bring him down. He's very evasive.
It's covered in butter.
A lot of time for DeMild as he wants the deep throw, and it looks like it's going to be caught for a big game for the Yellow Jackets.
Pass complete to number 3, Kobe.
Great job by DeMild evading and buying time for the big play.
Connecting with my former teammate, Kobe Miranda. Hello, Kobe.
Kobe with the great catch as the Yellow Jackets are now in Marauder territory, first down and 10. And once again, DeMild escapes the pressure as he runs out of bounds for about gain of 6.
And that is very frustrating. They are getting good pressure, but they're going a little bit too far. He has great pocket awareness, and he's able to slip through. If you're a defensive lineman, defense coach in general, that is making you crazy right now because you're doing a very good job in the back end of covering everything. It's not there, and then you get a good chunk of yardage just from broken play.
The clock is stopped at 32 seconds left as the Yellow Jackets are now inside the 30. Still with their 2 timeouts left. So the Yellow Jackets are in prime position here to score before half. DeMild, once again, a lot of time. And then he looks like he's running again. Multiple flags on the play as he is all the way into the end zone. But it looks like it's going to come back as flags were flying.
That is my favorite thing to do, regardless of who scores, is watch the player that scored, watch them look back, see the yellow flag, and their shoulders slump. I don't know why, but I get really great enjoyment out of that.
It would be bad if those flags were on the Marauders.
Correct.
As they would just watch him
Correct.
go into the end
Yes.
zone. That would look bad on film after the
that
game.
would not be good. But
Luckily, it is on the Yellow Jackets. That's going to push them back.
great break for the Marauders here because you can see now they're sitting at the 40-yard line, a 57-yard kick. Not a lot of people can make that. If he does, again, hey, I'll respect the kickers. I'll get the shouts-outs. But that really knocks him out of field goal position. That takes away a touchdown. You got 16 seconds left. I'm imagining some type of quick out, trying to get a couple yardage here, maybe over the middle. They do have those timeouts. They're able to stop the play. If you're the Marauders, this is also a sticky situation because you don't know what's coming next.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if the Yellow Jackets take a shot here. And it's going to be a quick out route, but it's going to be incomplete. Ball fell short. It's going to be 3rd and long.
Again, you're sitting with 10 seconds. Now, you have the opportunity. You've got a few options. Do you want to take a couple deep shots here? You might as well. You get about 2. You're looking at probably 2 plays. You might get a quick out, stop the clock, get one over the middle, stop the clock, get as much yardage as possible. I'm thinking for a kicker to be comfortable in what we've seen so far, you probably want to get to about the 30-yard line for any type of possible make.
The play clock is going to be reset to 12 seconds, so 2 more seconds here for the Yellow
boy.
Jackets.
Now you're looking at, instead of 2 plays, you're looking at about 2 plays.
Let's see what they do here. See if they're going to try to set up a field goal kick or take a shot. As the mile
keeping the quarterback in the pocket here.
finds a man is complete over the middle.
Pass complete to number 87,
We do have a flag, which is very difficult because it does stop the clock.
If this is another flag on the Yellow Jackets, now you have to be looking at a Hail Mary here.
Something, yeah. You have very limited time on the clock. If your quarterback can get it there, I don't see why not. Looks like it was.
Oh, and it looks like this flag might be on the Marauders. Is what one ref was signaling. Some discussion going on. And I'm not sure, but it looks, yes, it is going to be on the Marauders, as that has got to hurt.
So that is very difficult. He did have that good pass play there, so that is null and void. Now you're sitting at the 26, 7-yard line. We've got a few options. We're looking at about 44-yard kick. I think that's what we're discussing right now. Do we go for it? You have one shot. Think you get your guy in the end zone in about 6 seconds? Or do you take the kick, take the points, put you up 17-2? I have a feeling since they're taking it, the kicker's out there warming up. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe he'll get his action, get a shot here. He's going to have to keep it pretty low. There's a chance for a block kick here. Big 98 is trotting out in all of his glory.
And it looks like the Yellow Jackets are going to attempt this field goal.
He gets to step out with the multicolored cleats. One black cleat, one white cleat. Lining up, looking at the goalpost, look back down, and go through your head. Am I going to make this? Here's your shot.
It's going to be Josh Hamill on the kick. About, how long did you say, about 47, 44?
44 yards. Nothing to sneeze at. And another timeout.
It's going to be a timeout here.
Now he goes back to the huddle where he came from to think, am I going to make this kick?
It's going to be a Millersville timeout. And we're going to step aside here. We're going to come back for the conclusion of this first half. And we're back here at Millersville Stadium as the Yellow Jackets are attempting to close out the first half with a field goal. Josh Hamill, I believe, about 44 yards here, as the Millersville crowd players are starting to rile up.
Back to the analysis of the cleats. One black foot, one white foot. One step, two step, three step. He lines up. Is that black cleat going to do its job and puts his 44-yard field goal through?
And it looks again like another timeout by the Marauders.
If you have to be somewhere right now, you're probably frustrated. If you're the kicker, you just want to put it through. If you're Millersville, you got 2 timeouts. You might as well use them.
As we wait for the field goal, we'd like to recognize Iron Valley Real Estate of Lancaster as the official real estate partner of Millersville Athletics. Contact Matt Hessel team today for all your home buying and home selling needs at HesselHomes.com.
We line up again. One black cleat.
This is for the third time, right? Fourth time?
For the third time. With a little bit of dance moves mixed in.
If you're the kicker now, I can only imagine the nerves, the anxiousness.
Man, at this point, I'd be stopped thinking about anything about kicking, and my mind would have wandered off somewhere else. So we'll see how that works out. Maybe he's thinking about me talking about his one white cleat, one black cleat. Who knows?
As he lines up,
What has this all been for?
Josh Hamill with the kick, high snap, and the kick is going to be no good. It is far short as the Marauders hold off
Field goal's no good.
on a last-second score.
Getting a hand on the kick, number 97.
And that's the risk you run when you're that far out. You do have to put the trajectory a little lower to put a little more juice on the ball. And that's what happens. He probably had enough, but one of the Marauders came through and said, no, sir, not this third kick. No way. Not in this house.
And that's going to do it for the first half here at
That's the end of the first.
Christ Stadium. Excuse me, Christ Field, I'm sorry. As the Yellow Jackets have 14 and Millersville Marauders with 2. We'll be back for the second half here at Millersville Stadium. And welcome back here at Christ Field, Millersville University. The Yellow Jackets 14, the Millersville Marauders 2. And Brett, what do you take from the first half going into the second half?
Hey, all I'll say is that it could be worse. It could be better. It could be worse. There were multiple opportunities for the Marauders to score. We saw a wide open pass that didn't connect, and that happens. And I hope 24, he's not kicking himself after that and has a great game afterwards. He's had a few catches to make up for it. But at the same time, it also could be worse. There are a few times that the Yellow Jackets shot themselves in the foot. And they were driving at the end of the game there, or at the end of the half. You saw them get so close, and the Marauders were able to close them out. So it's been a very even game. Even though the score is 2-14, it's been a good battle back and forth. And the Marauders get the ball back here, which is great, and see if they can score. If you're the Yellow Jackets, you're hoping to pump fake a kick again and then go out there and try and stop them. They've done a good job of it. They've done a good job of bending but not breaking. And we'll see if the Marauders can finally put one together here. They're so close. Very close. We'll see if they can do it.
And it looks like an early flag to start the second half going to be on the Yellow Jackets, a delay of game. So it seems that fake kick is starting to bite them in the butt here.
Yeah, that's pretty difficult to come out of halftime and get a delay of game on a kickoff. That's pretty, hey, again, give credit where credit's due. That is something I haven't really seen before, so kudos to them.
Looking at Millersville here, you got to not hate where you're at in this game. Like you said, they definitely shot themselves in the foot a couple times, but it's only 2-14 in the beginning of the second half. You don't feel like you're out of this game. You've been right with them. There have been just a couple drives, couple big plays, but they haven't really driven down the field and be able to score on your defense. Offense just got to pull it together on some drives.
Right. It could go either way. That's the scary thing, and that's the good thing. It could go either way right now.
And here we go with the second half with the kickoff. Fielded inside the 5, number 4. Looks to get to the sideline, makes a few man miss, and a good return up to about the 35 is where the Marauders are going to start the second half.
Oh, my, Mr. McKay. Kyle Alexander has always been shifty, always been good at it. Nicest guy on the planet as well. Give him a shout out there. It's good to see. That was a good kick. Way to take advantage of that 5-yard penalty and get the ball as far as you can. Great job being over the 35-yard line. That's where you want to be. Get some points, bring the juice, get out there, and get after it.
Ball is going to be placed at about the 35-yard line. And Millersville are going to start out with a pass. High throw, but better catch for about gain of 7 there.
I'll tell you what, I really like them doing the sprint out there. Get the quarterback on the move, wall off every defender, get a little bit of a reach block on the outside, take care of it out there since your quarterback's face a little pressure. Give them that opportunity to throw outside and connection.
Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 6. Another quick pass, dangerous throw. And number 4 again going to be tackled for a short gain.
Yeah, you're right, that is a dangerous throw. Those bubble screens, they're like an extended run, but you do face that. If a cornerback reads it well, he can come up and take that. And next thing you know, you're watching him run into the end zone. And a lot of the times they don't get a great gain, so they can be risky, but they're also a pretty safe play at the same time. You know, that doesn't make sense.
It's going to be about 3rd and 5 here. A flat route throw, but tackled short of the first down marker. And that is going to be a 3 and out for the Marauders.
And that's a little difficult there. You got to have the quarterback put the ball just a little sooner there. He had a wide open release, having the running back come out of the backfield. And I'm sure he's kicking himself just a little bit for not putting the ball right on him. But probably wanted to make the safe throw because he did have a lot of green. Just good job by the Yellow Jackets closing in on that.
Yeah, it looked like the ball lofted on him a little bit.
Right, and I think he probably in the back of his head just wanted to make sure it got there. But, you know, it was great. Good play.
Zach Banta back to punt. And another decent punt here. Not as good as his previous ones. Oh, I take it back. Not a great punt as the ref keeps moving up. Almost all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and that's a tendency. That's what happens when you have. He has been putting a lot of different spin on the ball and kicking it, trying to get a little bit of a roll out of it, but that's the risk you face when you do, because not every roll is going to go your way.
The Yellow Jackets tried out on offense for the first time in the second half.
And this is a huge drive. Obviously, there's a lot of time left in the clock, but if you're the Marauders, you really need to get them off the field as soon as possible.
If I'm the Marauders, I'm making sure to keep quarterback number 10, DeMild, contained as the first down carry for about 7 here.
Yeah, you're right. You bring up a really good point. He has done such a good job of getting out of the pocket. And it's not that the Marauders' pass rush lanes aren't there. He's taking every sliver of hope and squeezing through. Like I said, he might be covered in butter. We might have to get that checked out. But he's done a really good job, and he's very aware of that stuff. So, hey, if you got the tool, use it.
2nd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets. Looks like it's going to be another handoff to Davila. Just about to the first down marker. Let's see if they're going to give it to them.
Looks like they might not. So there you go, 3rd and inches. Again, I brought it up earlier. If you can't get this here, you don't deserve to be on the field. So we'll see. I imagine they're probably going to run the same exact play. Who knows, they might try and go over the top of it, but probably some type of read option, maybe squeeze out the quarterback.
I was just about to say, watch out for that read option.
All right, they haven't run it in a little bit here, and probably thinking they might catch him lacking here.
Man in motion, low snap, and it's going to be a QB run. And it's going to be close as he's tackled on the Yellow Jackets sideline. I think they're going to give it to them.
It's right at the stick there.
Hope the chain guy's okay.
You do pray that he's okay. You know, we don't talk about it enough, them putting themselves in the line there with those chains.
This is a dangerous job.
It's a dangerous job, and sometimes they sign up and don't even know it.
Still no word, but it looks like they're moving the chains. It's going to be a first down for the Yellow Jackets. Chain guy is okay.
Chain guy's okay. Shout out to you, chain guy.
First down.
You're a hero.
It's going to be first down at midfield for the Yellow Jackets. If I'm the Yellow Jacket, I'm going to continue to run the ball. And it looks like another flag. A lot of flags in this game here.
They were really trying to take a shot there. I think they liked their field position and where they're at, and they said, why not? And they've had a lot of open times. They haven't connected every single time. But they're definitely not afraid to go for it, especially how well their run game's doing. That really opens a lot of things up for you.
Not all 11 players on offense got set. Full start. Offense.
Looks like it's going to be a false start
First down.
on the offense. It's going to push them back 5. Going to be first and long.
And that's probably just a symptom of them trying to get up and get hurried and get the ball off as fast as possible. Probably saw something they liked. Then he also didn't give his big guys a little time to settle in and get down.
Wonder if they're going to take that shot like you said, looked like they were trying to do on the previous play.
We'll see. I mean, they probably don't like being as far backed up as they are right now.
Looks like an inside run here, but stopped very quickly for a short gain.
Good stop by Isaiah there, wearing number 1, the highly touted number 1 jersey given, voted by the players each year. Tell you what, that guy is able to be all over the field. He's a very versatile player. He's a great tool for the Marauders, all PSAC selection in his first season with them.
Going to be second and long at midfield for the Yellow Jackets. Drop back. He's going deep. He's got him. It's going to be incomplete. Great play by the Marauders there on defense.
Yeah, that was very close. We're very lucky there wasn't a flag from there. Looks like the cornerback was in great position at first. Hesitated just a little bit and was able to close back in. If the quarterback put any type of zip on it, I don't think he had the best release possible. Might have been a touchdown, but a way to come up and make the play and be in position.
Yeah, it looked like the ball was a little underthrown. I thought the receiver had a slight step on the corner, but great play nonetheless.
You got 3rd and 13. I'd imagine a little bit of pressure trying to keep him in the pocket here, but also be aware that they have been having some success against the blitz.
A lot of time here. Oh, great move. He's going. And finally, a sack for the Marauders as they finally bring down DeMild.
Brought down in the backfield.
and that's going to be 4th down for the Yellow Jackets.
See, again, there's another showcase. The Marauders are not doing a bad job of keeping him contained. You saw off the edge, he had great recovery to keep him in the pocket, but he's very shifty, very slippery, great footwork back there and able to shake him, but then do close out and finally get that sack they've been really, really wanting and really needing. I mean, look at the field and chains here. This was a huge drive for the Marauders. Things could be looking up.
Great punt, fair catch here. Fielded at about the 20 as Marauders go on offense here again.
And that was a very good punt there. He was able to put a very low trajectory as well as having a lot of spin on that, so that was not an easy catch to make there. I always feel for those punt guys back there, having a bunch of dudes run at them and have to, assume that they're going to be all right when they look up and catch the ball.
Special teams on both sides, on both teams, has really come to play today.
Yeah, for sure. They have been making a lot of plays, especially on kickoff. Those guys, like I said, hey, talked about it earlier, the first game in 2 years. And those crazy players out there on special teams, they want to get out any opportunity they can.
It's going to be 1st down at the 20 for the Marauders, see if they can pull a drive together. It's going to be a quick run here as the pile goes all the way down for about a gain of 6. That's Jaheim Morris on the run.
We did have an outside zone there, trying to spread 3 guys out to the side, get the defense a little spread out instead of having everybody in the box. And you can see by the running back's alignment initially before that, he's a little uneven with the quarterback in front of him. So it gives you a couple options. You can either run an outside zone or run a power with that.
It's going to be about 2nd and 3. Another, looks like a QB keep on the read option there. I thought he would have handled the ball.
Right, it looks like he must have just went for his read. In that scenario, you saw him take it up the gut. On there, he's reading that defensive end. And in that case, what he saw, he probably should have handed it off. And I think he just got a little flustered there and tried to take it up the gut because he realized he took the wrong read. But, hey, it's not a negative play. Third and 2.
Marauders need a 1st down here. Another sprint out, got a man open. Great pass, great catch. 1st down with Marauders.
Yeah, great play again. With those sprint outs, you have limited options. You got to run everybody to that side, but they do tend to have a little bit of levels, and you can take the open guy. I do like the sprint outs with this because they're getting everybody out of his face, and he has time to go, and he can throw on the run, and he can also run with it. So sprint out until the cows come home.
Alexander, number 4 on that catch. I was surprised they sprint out the opposite way of his throwing arm. A right-handed quarterback, that's a difficult throw.
Yeah, it was a good throw for being out on the run like that.
Another pass here. Let's see what he wants. He has a man, number 4, Alexander again. Marauders on a little bit of a drive now.
Yeah, this play action, that's the advantage they've had by having a decent run game. They've been running it so much. But these play action passes are slowing down the linebackers just enough, slowing down the safety just enough, and then he's getting out on a sprint out in a boot to be able to buy himself time. You have to imagine once they get to that 50-yard line, they might take a shot.
Going to be 1st down here near midfield. Going to be an inside run. I believe that's Morris. Short game.
Stopped on play by number 9, Fabian Tames.
Looking about 2nd and 8 here. I'd imagine try and cut the chains in half here.
2-yard gain.
Do something that's been working. Maybe one of their bubbles. Continue with the run game. Oh, they're spread out, so I'd
going
maybe
empty
some
here.
type of jet.
Watch out for a quick screen here down at the bottom. Looks like Yellow Jackets saw a movement. Good quick pass. Broken tackle by Alexander again. As he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, that was a great play. Way to just simple play, just hook down in the middle, catch it and go. They were trying to cut the chains in half. And my guy Mackay, he might be a little smaller, but he has the heart of a lion, and he's a very strong person, hard to bring down.
Bounced off 2 tacklers. I didn't think he realized that they fell, and then he realized, okay, I got an open lane. It's going to be 1st down inside the 40 for the Marauders.
like a little miscommunication going on down there.
Got a timeout for Millersville, the first of their 3. And with that, we're going to take a step back, and we'll be back here for the rest of the third quarter. And we're back here. First down for the Marauders. Clayman drops back. Takes a big hit, but, oh, a dropped pass by number 24.
Yeah, that's a misplay. That's a misplay again. I think a little too much pressure on the jump. But you saw him get across the 50-yard line and take that shot we were talking about. Good play. It was there. Design was well. Fit right in between the defenders. Just didn't make the play. That happens. You're still on the 39-yard line. Keep trucking.
It's going to be second down and 10. And an inside run to Cartwright. Short gain about 4.
Well, that's. Yep, things are still a little chippy down there, but that was a good play. Simple play, get 3-4 yards, make it easier on yourself on third down. You don't ever want to be past 3rd and 7. It's difficult. Get yourself in about 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. It's a little more manageable. You can open up your playbook and not have too much pressure. Quarterback can slip out, get a run on a pass play, and convert.
Clayman drops back, does a quick out, little high, overthrown to number 87. That's going to be 4th down for the Marauders.
Yeah, you got to stick with it here. 4th, and you're in that no man's land of very long kick, as well as how much is it going to help you. You got to go for it here. Hope you connect. And if you connect here, that's a lot of momentum, and that's huge. If you don't, obviously your defense has to come out and have a great series. So there's a lot of pressure on this play.
Let's see what the Marauders come up with here. About 4th and 6 here. 4th and 6, 4th and 7. Clayman drops back, rolls out, and it looks like he's going to run. Oh, and he throws it, and that's on the side, and that's caught.
Hey, great play. Great play. You can see he decided to try and tuck it. As soon as that linebacker came up and was coming towards him, got out of coverage, he got up to the line and had the wherewithal to step back and knock over the chain. That is insanely hard to know where you're at and be able to look at those chains, step back, make sure you're behind him, and make a throw like that. That is an incredible play and huge.
Marauders in the red zone now. That was Cliff Harris on the catch. Great throw by Clayman, great catch. Let's see another inside handoff to Cartwright. Breaks a few tackles for a good, decent gain. About 2nd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, again, another great play. If anytime you can get over 4 yards on first down, you are sitting pretty. You make it a lot easier on yourself. You can do whatever you want on 2nd down. If you want to run a fake kickoff on 2nd down, you can do it.
If I'm Marauders, I might go back to the sprint out down here at the bottom.
Yeah, it has been working. It's given them a lot of options.
Puts Cartwright on the other side. Clayman drops back, goes up the middle, but a flag is thrown. Looks like he's going to be coming back for the Marauders.
This is going to be a drive killer here. You're going to have to try and push back it. Now you're going to look at 2nd and 15. Pretty difficult, but if you can cut these chains in half here, getting towards the red zone, I'd imagine at this point it's 4-down territory.
Going to be holding on the Marauders. And like I said, those holding calls are drive killers. But you have to realize you don't have to get everything all at once. It's
right.
2nd down.
Right. You still got a couple plays to work with. But, you know, hey, if you can get it all, you can get it all. But, yeah, take what you get. Take what the defense has been giving you, and that has been decent run. It's been good sprint outs. It's been outs. It all has been there. Take what they give you.
I would like to see them at least get 8 to 9 here.
That would be perfect.
Let's see what the Marauders come up with. 2nd and long after the penalty. And that's a offsides there by a Yellow Jacket. And that's going to help out the Marauders. It's going to move them up 5. So now we're basically looking back now at a 2nd and 10.
That was a really great play by Tyler Lacey there, number 64 left tackle, almost falling over, catching himself, and still being able to point out that the guy that obviously jumped off sides. Give him credit where credit's due. Athlete. They're big guys. You don't give us enough credit for that stuff.
You don't. You really don't.
They don't talk about it enough. But I'm here to change that.
And start a movement. Clayman, a lot of pressure as he throws into the dirt.
Looks like they had a screen developing. And again, there's a good play by, who knows if he got caught up, but good play by the defensive line. They have been able to chase down that running back and get a hold of him. Since he's behind the line, it is legal to do that and disrupt his route. And we had the big hogs running downfield, but with nothing behind it, it's not going to amount to anything. But now, again, we're looking at 3rd and 11. And that's manageable, better than spot than what we were in. So that penalty was huge. But again, I'd like to imagine this is 3 down or 4 down territory.
The absolute one thing you can't do here, you cannot take a sack.
Right. That will kill just about everything as far as field goal wishes, anything along those lines.
3rd and 11 for the Marauders. Puts Alexander in motion at the bottom. As Clayman runs up the middle, it's going to be short inside the 15. That's going to be 4th down.
Not a bad play. Hey, you got what you got. Now you're in a manageable situation. About 4th and 5 if you want to go for it, which they are.
It doesn't look like they're coming out with the field goal unit.
Much better situation than you were in than trying to throw it and get a big play. Smart decision. Take what you get. Move the ball.
A little over 3 minutes here left in the 3rd quarter.
They were clutch this last 4th down. Let's see if they can put it together again.
It's going to be about 4th and 4. 4th and 4, 4th and 5.
See if they looks like they might bring a little bit of pressure on 4th down, try and get in the
I see a sprint out coming. Oh, he takes a shot at the end zone. And it is broken up by a Yellow Jacket. And that is going to be a turnover on downs. Great play by the Yellow Jackets, getting Millersville off the field with no points.
Yeah, hey, he liked what he liked. You know, what he saw there. He had one-on-one coverage, took a shot. You can't blame him on 4th and 5. I don't know what was going on underneath other routes, but, hey, you're the quarterback. You make the shots. You take them. So you got guy one-on-one. It's a good spiral. Put it up where he could try and go get it. Just didn't come down with it. But here again, good field position for the Marauders, trying to keep them in this position here. But you cannot give up points. You cannot give up a long drive. That'll kill just about all your hopes. Still a close game. But you got to get them off the field as soon as possible, especially how the offense has been playing with not being able to come out with points late.
Yellow Jackets offense comes out, and it's going to be a handoff. Oh, great spin move by number 2, Davila. Oh, my.
Spin cycle, washing machine, put him in the dryer, hang it up.
I tell you what, as the defender getting spun on like that hurts.
It does. It hurts to watch, you know. But hey, that was a really good move. But yeah, that's one of those you think you got him. Next thing you know, you're picking turf beads out of your hair, and we're up here talking about you getting a spin move put on you.
1st down and 10 here for the Yellow Jackets. As looks like number 10. The Mild takes it to the right out of bounds for about 6.
It's a really good job by the defensive front there, reading that pool and getting pressure. It looks like there might have been a little bit of grab on one of the defensive linemen's back. It wasn't seen, wasn't called.
Yeah, so no call. It doesn't matter.
Null and void.
got a referee timeout as I think some equipment. Nope, just going to do a timeout. And with that, we're going to take a step back here. We're going to be right back. And we're back. The Yellow Jackets with the score of 14, Millersville 2. A little bit under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Second down for the Yellow Jackets. Fast snap, inside handoff. And the pile keeps moving as that's going to be a first down for the Yellow Jackets. Great run by Davila.
Yeah, he just did not want to go down there. That's the 1-2 to get that first down. Had a lot of people biting his ankles, pulling at the ball, grabbing his arms, and just kept moving that pile.
Yeah, you can't dive at ankles with a good running back.
You can't.
He's going to make sure to break the first man's tackle.
Right.
It's going to be first down for the Yellow Jackets. DeMild with a QB keeper to the right side. Had some room. Big hit. Just about to the first down marker. And we have an injured Marauder limping off the field.
Yeah, not much to that play other than just faking the pass real quick and tucking it and running. I mean, he's been able to get a lot of yardage off of broken pass plays. So a couple of QB design runs haven't hurt.
I think that was Omar Barr limping off the field. Let's hope he's okay, get back on the field. It's going to be first down near midfield for the Yellow Jackets. Quick bubble pass dropped. It's going to be second down.
Believe it or not, those aren't easy throws. Now they're behind the line, the little position, but anything out of position is really difficult. Throw it behind them, then they're reaching back. There's a possibility of a fumble. Throw it too far in front of them, they can't get it, and there's a chance you're setting that guy up to get hit very hard. So while those bubble screens are fairly safe, you still have to be accurate as a quarterback.
It looked like he had some room if he was able to haul that in.
Yeah, he did. They weren't pressed up like they should have been and weren't there yet. He could have got a good gain out of that.
Second down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. DeMild drops back and gets pressure, almost falls, and finally brought down for a sack.
Great play. You know, he does not like to go down very easily, but I think maybe that time he might have wished to. It looked like it hurt a little bit, taking a couple shots to the legs there, but way to close out. The Marauders are still doing a good job of staying in their lanes. You saw him coming off the edge there, Ashuna coming off the edge, threw the tackle out of the way, stayed in his gap, and was able to close in and get there.
Yeah, as DeMild has had success running the ball, the Marauders has been able to get back to them on a couple sacks now here in the second half.
They're definitely closing out. They've been getting there. They just haven't gotten home completely, and these last few times they have.
And with that, that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We're going to come back here at Millersville Stadium. The Marauders 2, the Yellow Jackets 14.
John Murphy, and I work at Orthopedic Specialists of Central Pennsylvania as a sports medicine physician. Some of the most common injuries I treat are concussions as well as soft tissue and joint overuse injuries. My goal is simply to get them better regardless of what that is required to get there. I enjoy treating musculoskeletal injuries. I enjoy treating athletes. I enjoy treating people who have motivation to be their best self, to be their healthiest self, to allow them to get back to doing the things that they enjoy doing and loving.
And we're back here for the fourth quarter. The Yellow Jackets 14, the Marauders 2.
That was a very big play there on that last sack that we had, knocking them back to third and forever. Like I said earlier, you really got to close out here. You got to get them off the field. So we'll see what they do here. They send pressure or sit back. Either way, you got to be able to cover the quarterback here on this run.
Going to be third down and long.
You got pressure.
It's going to be a screen. Flag is thrown as it looks like Yellow Jackets has a first down, but a flag is thrown, so it looks like it's going to be coming back.
Yeah, probably looking and holding. There was a lot of a cluster there, and when that bullets are flying, especially on a screen, you're trying to protect your running back and your quarterback, there's a potential for a hold. If it's a hold, that is massive because how far behind the line it might have been.
Yeah, that has to be heartbreaking for the Yellow Jackets. Great play call, great execution. You get a first down on a third and forever just to have a holding call.
All right, it's perfect matchup with a blitz or for the Yellow Jackets.
And we have 2 penalties on the play, one on each team that are going to cancel out.
Either way, if you're the Marauders, you are definitely taking that because they matched up a screen, matched up perfectly with a blitz. That's exactly what you want when you're running a screen. Is for a blitz, you're taking a lot of people out of the equation that you don't have to block downfield. And you can get a huge gain. So that is huge.
Once again, third and forever. Let's see what the Yellow Jackets come up with here. Got a motion.
Send 3.
And once again, DeMild running for his life and passes thrown and caught, but well short of the first down marker.
It's acting like the Magic Man out there. They did not convert that, but man, he was just shaking and baking. Magic Man.
Great job by the Marauders defense getting off the field. Have to be very thankful on those offsetting penalties because that could have been a very disappointing play, that previous third and forever.
And that would be just – that would really, really bring you down if you gave up that big of a play. That would just really take the wind out of you. But this is huge. You got to get some points here, though. We're looking at 13 minutes and 50 seconds. The Marauders have been moving the ball, but they have not been scoring, and they have to. They absolutely have to here and try and get it as fast as possible. We've got a lot of time, but, you know, you never want to leave it to chance and have that clock run out on you.
I would say for them to go up tempo, but that's what they've been doing all game.
Yeah.
I don't know how much faster they can go.
They can go turbo.
Go turbo.
Yeah.
Take a couple more deep shots, I assume. Back to punt. Great spiral on the punt.
Oh,
and a great punt down inside. Oh, it looks like they're going to call a touchback. Almost a great special team play for the Yellow Jackets. Almost fielded inside the 1-yard line, but couldn't get the feet.
Right, that was a really good play. That was a really good punt. Not a lot of hang time, but he's booting it down there and making it pretty hard to catch. If the punt returner had to catch it, that would have been a difficult one. And, yeah, like you said, that was almost a really great play there. I think he just touched his foot in there. Thank for the Marauders that he touched his foot, but you got to love some good special teams play.
I know people don't really pay attention to the special teams, but the special teams has been outstanding in this game.
Good stuff happens in special teams.
Marauders with the ball at their own 20 as Clayman drops back, takes a big hit for a big sack for the Yellow Jackets.
He's very, very lucky that ball did not come out, especially starting his throw motion. He had some insane grip on the ball to hold on to that. That could have been really, really bad, much worse than it actually was. Plus, you don't want to see your quarterback take a shot like that. You really got to protect him. You got to do everything in your power to keep him clean back there.
With that sack, is going to be second and long.
This is a difficult position. They're going to bring some pressure. Difficult position.
Clayman drops back, runs up the middle again for a short gain. And once again, Marauders find themselves in third and forever.
Yeah, and there's, especially this part of the field, what distance you're looking at. There's not a lot of play calls that you have set up to make this kind of yardage in an easy way. So maybe look for a sprint out that's been pretty successful for the Marauders, getting guys out on the edge, and hopefully someone can turn it up, break a tackle, and go. If not, you're looking at a really bad field position.
Third and long for the Marauders. Clayman dropped a lot of pressure, and he is tackled again behind the line of scrimmage. A flag is thrown, though.
Looks like there's a little unsportsmanlike going on there.
I imagine on the Yellow Jackets. If so, that's very big.
I did see Clayman with his hands up back there. I'd imagine someone might have done something not that intelligent to give the Marauders a first down here.
Personal foul, late hit, defense,
Looks like a late hit on the Yellow Jackets. 15-yard penalty and automatic first down.
Yeah, that's got to have whatever coach is his position coach has to have him screaming and very angry because you give up. You have him in fourth down, fourth and long, you get a sack, and then you give up and give him a first down when you potentially could have really iced the game there.
Marauders getting a lot of favorable calls this half.
They certainly are. They're getting some stuff. They just got to take advantage of it. I mean, I'd imagine the Yellow Jackets are going to continue to bring pressure every play from now on. It's getting home.
First and 10 here for the Marauders. A lot of pressure for Clayman as he's throwing deep and has a man, and it's incomplete, but a flag is thrown. And this is huge. Finally, a deep play for the Marauders. Not completed, but it's going to result in a big play in yards.
Right, you saw him get a little caught up. I think he hesitated just a little bit and might have been able to get out of his break a little quicker and continue running. But, hey, take the shot. He's not afraid to take the shot, which you got to love. I love old-fashioned Brett Favre, so I like someone running around and gunning it. So we do see this is different than the NFL. We do have a spot foul of 15 yards, or a yardage foul of 15 yards, opposed to a spot foul where it happened. But nonetheless, 15 yards is better than none yards, as John Madden once said.
Marauders on the 37-yard line. First down and 10. It's going to be another sprint out. Nice pass to Alexander. Decent gain, about 7.
Yeah, we've seen that connection a few times here in the same play. You know, if it works and they're not covering, you might as well keep going with it. Get a couple yards here, 7, 8. That's great from first down. And again, here we're looking at about the 40-something yard line, 2nd and 3. You might see a shot here. If they see something they like, they might take it. You got safeties creeping up, so might be there.
2nd and 3 here. It's going to be Cartwright up the middle, and it looks like he has enough for a first down.
Yep, just another good run. Moving the chains. I mean, we've seen this before so many times this game. Couple plays, couple penalties, couple good plays, and they just have not closed out on it yet, and that's what's probably got to be so frustrating is there's just a lot of points left on the board. They got to close out here. And I think they have the momentum with them here on this drive. See if they take advantage of it.
First down and 10 for the Marauders here at midfield. Clayman drops back. A flag is thrown as a short pass to Cartwright.
And we do see a couple offensive linemen are pulling them down with their jerseys and throwing them. We missed one play there. It was the same thing. Rep didn't call it.
And yet another penalty here. And you have to think that's just terrible.
It's tough. You know, anytime you're throwing someone down on the ground, the ref's normally going to call that, regardless of if it might have been a hold or not. So it's really difficult. Obviously, it's frustrating. Obviously, there's a lot of bullets flying when they're blitzing a lot. But you got to keep your composure, keep your feet in the ground, keep your hands on the defender, and keep them in front of you.
With the penalty, looks like it's going to be first down and long as Clayman drops back, steps up in the pocket, gets hit as he's thrown, and it's going to be incomplete. Pass is dropped on the right sideline.
That was a good throw. There's been a lot of pressure in his face, and it's not getting home immediately. But you got to feel for Clayman a little bit in the sense that it might take him out of his rhythm. And the quarterback's getting a lot of blitzers in his face, a lot of defenders. It can scare him out of wanting to stay in that pocket. So he's doing a really good job of getting out in the run and evading guys and doing the best he can. But really got to stay firm up front and protect him the best you can.
Good play by the DB for the Yellow Jackets, Rodolin Payute. Hopefully I'm saying that right, freshman, so great play by the young freshman.
He did do a really good job of coming up and closing on that ball and making sure, playing the defender instead of playing the ball and making sure he did not catch that.
The DBs for the Yellow Jackets have done a great job
Yeah,
restraining the Marauders receivers with deep shots.
Yeah, they have not given up too much.
Second down and forever for the Marauders. Pressure again. The pass is caught over the middle, but ball is out. And looks like
That's a pile. And those
and
are
looks
not,
like it's going to be the Yellow Jackets' ball.
those piles are not fun to be on the bottom of. Yep, looks like,
Luckily, Marauders maintain possession.
yeah, you did see the Yellow Jackets come up just about come up with the ball, and then it got knocked out at the end. Good hustle by whoever got there to knock that ball back out. That is a game-saving play.
Like sigh of relief
Yes.
from the Marauder sideline and the coaches.
Yeah, to have a
Nonetheless, big gain.
play. Yeah, big gain, big gain.
It's going about 3rd and 5 here.
See, last time they took a hook in the middle. Last time they were spread out like that.
Clayman drops back, QB draw, runs up the middle, and is going to be just short of the first down marker, but I can imagine that they're going to go for this without hesitation.
Yep, they have to. And we'll see what kind of play they want to go with.
Now under 10 minutes left here in the 4th quarter.
Last time we ran that we had a quarterback swap. We ran that quarterback right up the gut. You have to hope that they're going to take that advantage and maybe have the Yellow Jackets think they're going to do the same thing and hit them with a little something different.
Jared Jenkins in at quarterback. And looks like Marauders got a offsides penalty, and that's going to be a first down unless, as usual, the Yellow Jackets are saying that the Marauders was the one who moved first.
Right, there is a possibility that they maybe he had a late reaction to it instead of encroachment, which is what they're calling.
And that's just a killer for the Marauders.
It's difficult because they did have that encroachment. That defensive line did come across, and maybe the refs were saying he didn't come off the whole way. As the tackle, when you react, that's what you're taught to do. You're taught to react to try and get that play, but maybe they said he didn't react fast enough, and it was forced. So that's what we're looking at there. That's what kind of call we got. It's always a toss in the air about that one.
Clayman comes back in at quarterback. It's going to be 4th and about 6.
Manageable, but not going to be an easy one.
Clayman drops back. A lot of pressure out the middle. Steps up, and he tries to throw it away, but incomplete.
Looks like there's a hold downfield.
As you said, there is a holding downfield.
This will be huge. You're getting a lot of pressure on Clayman right now, and you have to admit he's getting hit almost every play.
Waiting on the word of the penalty, but it looks like it's going to be against the Yellow Jackets.
It's massive. Again, you're getting every opportunity you can. You got to come up with points here. You cannot squander these free plays that have been given to you.
Yeah, and if I'm the coach for the Yellow Jackets, I'm furious.
Oh, boy.
So many penalties.
Oh, boy.
Drive could have ended all the way back in the red zone.
Tucking your tail at film tomorrow. He's not going to be happy.
1st and 10 inside the 40. Marauders in the Yellow Jackets territory now. Clayman drops back, runs up the middle again, and does a good job getting back to the sideline. Doesn't take a hit here for a decent game.
Right. I mean, a lot of the pressure we're seeing is not all the offensive line's fault. They are getting a little bit of pressure up there, but the back end of the Yellow Jackets are doing a really good job of covering. You can't take that away from them. There's been a few coverage sacks. As you saw there, Clayman wanted to take a shot, and he had to tuck it because he saw nothing open. So you can't take credit away from the defense here. They're doing a phenomenal job back there. Like we said earlier, these cornerbacks and safeties are doing a great job of keeping any type of long shot distance, taking it away from the Marauders.
2nd and 2. Clayman drops back again. Pressure in his face again, but throws a pass across the body for a first down. And that's another first down for the Marauders now inside the red zone.
Right, and you got to imagine that. I mean, you can open up the playbook here. You got time. You got 8 minutes. Don't be afraid to run the ball. Do stuff that's been doing, giving you good opportunities and good yardage. Maybe a sprint out here or there. Just keep going with what's going to get you here, and hopefully you can convert. hopefully you can convert.
1st and 10 on the 20 for the Marauders. Clayman rolls out.
Good protection.
He wants to take a shot to the end zone. Finds it out of bounds. Great defense once again by the Yellow Jackets defender. I believe that's number 4. Number 4, Xavier Torres. Great play on the defensive end.
That was a really good job. You can see that they kept 7 guys in on this. You have your 5 offensive linemen. They kept a tight end and a running back in for protection, give him a little more time that he's needed. That really paid off almost. But then again, you only have 3 guys in route, so it's a little difficult in the sprint out to find somebody that isn't covered.
2nd and 10 for the Marauders. Clayman takes a shot, but gets the pass off for Cartwright. Stumbles almost to the first down marker. I apologize. That is not Cartwright. That is Drayton the third who made that catch.
Big 3rd down here. You got 2 more plays, obviously 4th down territory, part of the game we're at, but let's see how they attack here.
Looks like an inside run to Morris, and I believe he has enough for the 1st down.
Does seem that way. New set of downs, but also, again, you got to work on the clock here. We have to remember you have to score here, and you do have to hold them again to have any type of opportunity. Any type of score is going to bring them within 6. Marauders have done a phenomenal job on defense this half. So you got to hope, you got to believe if Marauders score here, they're going to hold them down.
You would love an end zone shot right here.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. Clayman drops back. A lot of pressure in his face, and he throws it into the dirt. They're going to call it incomplete.
That is, you know, you never want to call an incompletion good, but, man, that was a good play. Way to get it off and have somebody in the zone not have an intentional grounding, and you're saving yourself a sack. You never want to have a sack anytime you're inside the 20-yard line. That takes away kick opportunities, takes away better plays. You're rushing, you're pressuring, you're using downs instead of going for the end zone. You're trying to cut the chains in half. That was huge.
2nd and goal for the Marauders. Little miscommunication, but a touchdown. But a flag is thrown. Let's see what the flag is. Great throw by Clayman.
I don't know if they're calling. It came out immediately. I don't know if it's offsides or if it was possibly delay a game.
It looked like there was miscommunication. I saw the receiver at the top of the field not move when the ball was snapped. And it looked like they said illegal formation.
Right. That's painful. That hurts. But you know what? You got in the end zone the first time today. It's possible. It can happen. It's there.
It's not on the scoreboard, though. It's not on the scoreboard. Penalty pushes the Marauders back to about the 15, still 2nd and goal. That penalty has to be a killer.
That's a gut punch for sure. The first time you got in the end zone today and not taken back, but hey, you still got 3 shots, so you cannot let that weigh on you.
Clayman drops back, rolls out to the right again, just throws it away.
Good job recovery by the ref there, not tripping on the goal line sign there.
But another flag, and if this is on the Yellow Jackets, I don't know what the head coach is going to do to them.
Well, I can give you a hint. They're probably going to run at some point.
They might run home.
They might run home. Well, it's a long run, but
it's Labor Day, so you know.
they got a 3-day weekend. They'll be all right.
And that is a penalty against the Yellow Jackets, which is going to be a 1st down for the Marauders. Again, now inside the 10.
Another gift and another penalty by the Yellow Jackets. That's something they have to tidy up. They really have to. And it might just be first game jitters. It might be first game playing in a long time. They really have to tidy that stuff up, especially going into the future if they want to have any hopes.
Marauders inside the 10 here, first and goal. And QB keep by Clayman for about 2 to almost the 5-yard line.
Yeah, he's taking some shots. That was not a comfortable one for him, especially being, a grad transfer coming in here. That ice bath's going to be his friend coming up. So
Going to be second to go about the 5. Little under 6 minutes left. You would like to score before 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Definitely.
And that's going to be
Jump pass.
Jenkins in on the play. Looked like they tried to do, like you said, a jump pass. Nice little trickery, but.
Yep, that was covered. It was covered well. That was a good job of them. Hey, we talked about it earlier, maybe them keying in on him, taking that run and trying to take advantage of that, but that was a good job. Hey, they've played smart defense. They've given up penalties that we talked about, but they have played smart defense and haven't given in on a lot of things.
Jared Jenkins stays in at quarterback for 3rd and goal. He drops back, rolls out to his left. Looks like he wants to run for it, and he does, and he's in for the touchdown! Touchdown Marauders! As the cannon goes off, and we are going to have a great finish to this game.
And hey, man, you can see, I can't tell or not if he likes to run the ball or not. And he took off. He had the sweet feet moving. A couple guys said, hey, man, I think I'm going to tackle you. And he said, nah, I'm all right. And he ran it in. Ran through a bunch of tackles. A little grit for a quarterback. You love to see it. Way to take it to town.
I'm pretty sure he knew he was going to run.
Oh, yeah, he was not thinking about pass at all.
As the Marauders try to fool the Yellow Jackets a little bit with a little trickery as they get into regular extra point formation, as the kick is up and the kick is good.
There you have it, man. This defense has been playing phenomenally. This offense finally put the points up that they needed. You keep your defense playing the way it's been playing. Shut them out this half. You never know. It's going to come down to a play. There's going to be an opportunity. It depends which team's going to take it.
And with that extra point, Millersville closes the gap on this game. The Yellow Jackets 14, the Marauders 9. As we wait for the kickoff, we'd like to recognize UPMC Lilith as the official all-access live streaming sponsor of Millersville Athletics, as well as the official sports medicine partner of the Millersville University Athletic Department. UPMC, making life-changing medicine happen.
Let's see, that's huge momentum that the Marauders have to take advantage of. And as the Yellow Jackets, for them, you have to collect yourselves and say, hey, look, we've been moving the ball really well. We've been doing a lot of good things. We can come out and close this game. You have to collect yourself and not let that rattle you. As the Marauders, ride the wave. Get a big hit on the kickoff. Have that defense come out jacked up and just go. Be smart and go. Go play and get that ball for your offense and let the chips fall.
Just under 5 minutes here left in the fourth quarter. And as for the Marauders, you would like, what would you say, about 2 minutes and 30, 3 minutes?
Yeah,
you would like left?
Yeah, definitely. We'll see how that this first series goes. These first 3 plays, how they go. I don't think Coach Morgan's going to be burning timeouts right away. You're still in that territory for the Yellow Jackets. You want to be in the 4 minutes to be able to burn that clock out with a few first downs. But your first priority is not letting them get that first down and worry from there. But again, there are multiple timeouts left. You do have time, so I don't think it's a dire situation. But yeah, the faster you get him off the field, the better.
I'm expecting a lot of QB runs here with DeMaud as he's had his way running the ball.
Yeah, they definitely have had a lot of opportunities, especially there's that potential for that gut punch of third and 5. You think you got him, and then he takes off and kills it there. But For the Marauders, they've been doing a really good job of trying to limit that, especially this half where they gave up a few in the first. So
Tim Kissinger gets set for the kickoff. As Samad Davila, and Kobe Miranda are back to return for the Yellow Jackets. And here we go. Good kick. All the way to the goal line, fielded. And it looks like a little trickery here. And it looks like it worked as the Yellow Jackets down a little bit past the 30, but great return nonetheless. Returner Kobe Miranda. Looks like he had a little bit of room here.
He had the steam going. There were a couple good blocks, borderline. You know they're good when they're the borderline block in the back, and you're shooting them off really well. And hey, they weren't blocking him in the back. They were so close, but those are the good blocks, and those were able to spring him free. And he just got tripped up. And you could see the frustration. He knew it. 4
minutes and 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, as the Marauders are going to try to get the Yellow Jackets off the field with a 3-and-out. First down for the Yellow Jackets. Inside handoff, but quickly stopped for a short gain by a swarm of Marauders.
As expected, the Marauders did bring blitz. It looks like their favorite blitz of the night, bringing guys off the edge there. I think it's a good blitz, especially against the pistol, to contain it. Hey, good play on first down. That's exactly what you need. Cannot give up any type of chunk play. 3 or 4 yards, that's too much right now.
Looks like 2nd and 9. Now, if you're the Yellow Jackets here, do you risk throwing a pass?
If it's there, if you see something's there, you take it. I mean, at this point, they're going to have to get a few first downs anyway, so I don't think they're going to contain their offense much.
Marauders with another handoff up the middle, and the pile still moving for about a gain of 2.
He does not want to go down, man. He runs hard, and there's a few times he thought he was down and stuff, and he keeps going.
I believe that would Chase Speller on the run. It's going to be 3rd down and 6, the money down. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock.
You said it there, money down, man. 3rd and 6 right now. It's a good position for the Marauders, but you have to keep that quarterback in check here.
As the Marauder crowd starts to get riled up, they know this is a big down for their Marauders, and it is 3rd and 6 for the Yellow Jackets. Can the Marauders get off the field?
And there's
QB draw. And they got him. Oh, he breaks the tackle. And that's a first down for the Yellow Jackets. What a run by Jason DeMild.
Yep.
Wow.
Hey, you can't assume the quarterback's going to go down all the time. Sometimes they decide that they don't want to take a slide or they don't want to get an easy tackle. And he ran right through it. That's frustrating. That is very frustrating for the defense. It's frustrating for every coach and the staff. But, hey, 1 first down, you still have your timeouts. And there goes 1.
Wow, what a run by Jason. Oh, my gosh. I thought he was down. I'm sorry.
I think everybody here did.
He is not trying to leave this field. He said, we are going to drain this clock. We're going to go home.
And we're not going to run home. Going to make up for those penalties.
They still might run home. There was a lot of penalties on that last drive.
We'll see how Coach feels after the game. I don't want to say this is the game here, but this series, this stretch of chains at 10 yards, this is massive.
2 minutes and 53 seconds left on the clock and running.
You got to get your offense that ball, and any type of first down just gets you farther and farther away from that. I'd almost go as far to say is 1 first down might ice this.
1 first down, I would agree.
It takes a lot of time off regardless, and you really got to keep them off the field.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets, and a flag is thrown.
Good play.
As Davila takes it to the outside for a gain, but a flag is thrown. That is music to the Marauders' ears if that is on the Yellow Jackets.
And that was a good job by number 1, Isaiah Anushak, tracing that down. That's something that the Marauders love about him is his heart and hustle, and he is all over the place. Runs hard, and he's always going to be around the ball and try to make a big play for you.
And it is on the Yellow Jackets, going to push them back 5 to about the 41-yard line.
I wouldn't be too keen on the run here. There's a chance that they might try, and I'm not saying deep pass or anything. They might try and get the ball in the running back's hands on a swing or some type of quick pass. Now they're set up with double tight ends, and they can run just about any play they want to out of this, but run heavy, but there's still that chance. They have not been afraid to do it in the past.
Still going to be first down here.
So it looks like they did end up declining the penalty and taking that tackle at the chains.
You got to look at it as you take the penalty. It's still first down.
Right, and you lose that point, or the time that came off the clock there was for nothing. Yeah, I would have done the same on Madden.
Looks like a timeout.
So here we are with the Marauders. I think we're sitting with 1 timeout left. You have about 2:26. So imagine this play goes for about 6 seconds or so. You're looking at third down, 40 seconds to run off the clock. You're looking at about minute 40. You have 1 timeout to stop that. 1 more play after that. Best case scenario, Marauders get off here, get this defense off the field. You're probably looking at about a minute, 40-something seconds. Not desirable. Going to be a tough situation, but hey, hope is hope.
It's going to be about 2nd and 9 here. It's going to be another handoff. He bounces backwards, and that's a big loss for the Yellow Jackets. Great play on the Marauder side of the ball.
There was Chase Big Dog Alisakis coming off the edge there, number 52. Great job extending the play, getting pressure upfield, stemming out, not allowing him to bounce outside and sticking with it and grabbing him and putting him on the turf, which results in a tackle and does stop the play.
It's going to be now 3rd and long. Oh, my gosh. There was a flag on a play, face mask on the defense, and which results in an automatic first down, and that just might do it.
That's going to be the ball game we're seeing here. Obviously, without any type of catastrophic failures on the Yellow Jackets end, this is going to be it.
Wow, you think you made a great play. You're looking at 3rd and long, a chance to get off the field and get your offense back on and win the game, and another penalty.
Yep. Hey, they put themselves in a position, and then the penalties ended up biting them. So that's difficult. That's a really difficult one to swallow and take there, but you gave yourself an opportunity, and sometimes the guys in the black and white stripes take it away.
Under 2 minutes here now in the 4th quarter as Davila takes it to the outside on the right. Stop for no gain as the clock continues to run down. Looks like another timeout by Millersville with 1 minute 48 seconds left. And I believe that is their final timeout. During this time, we'd like to recognize Iron Valley Real Estate of Lancaster as the official real estate partner of Millersville Athletics. Contact the Matt Hassel team today for all your home buying and home selling needs at HesselHomes.com. And if you're the Marauders right now, you're just praying for some type of turnover, a bad snap,
Right.
fumbled handoff.
Anything you can get right now. You're hoping for hope.
2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Another handoff to Davila. Takes it to the outside for a short gain, about 3. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5 as the clock continues to run down. And it's looking bleak here for the Marauders.
Right. Best case scenario, we're probably looking at about 15 seconds if they stop him on this play. 15 seconds if they get him off on 4th down. So we'll see. You know, like, time's better than no time. At least you always want to end the game with the ball in your hands and try and take your shot.
Yellow Jackets with the ball at about the Marauders' 34-yard line. About 3rd and 6. And a toss here to Davila for a short game stopped by a swarm of Marauders with under a minute left as the clock rolls down.
Looks like the Marauders are more than likely going to end up with about 9 seconds of time. Depends on what the Yellow Jackets go with here. That play clock is at 28 seconds, and we're sitting about 40 seconds now, 24 on the play clock. We're going to run that down the whole way, and we'll see what we're left with. But not going to be a lot, but at least you'll get some type of shot. Unless they're able to punt the ball in the air for a very long time.
What do we call a Marauder miracle?
Yeah. Looks like they're going to take a timeout and discuss what they want to go with.
Looking back throughout this game, you have to feel that the Marauders, they shot themselves in this game. They had multiple opportunities. It started with that early trick play for almost a touchdown, but couldn't come down with the ball. You got an interception early, and then you fumble. Turnovers, penalties, really just kill the Marauders today.
Right, and that's the painful thing. It's all those shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and the what ifs, and that's what you sit up at night as a player, as a coach, and you sit there and look back at all these plays you could have made, and that's the stuff that you don't sleep well and you worry about the next day going into film. Yeah, they had their chances, and yeah, you're right. They shot themselves in the foot a few times. They've been moving the ball well. It has not been an issue. It hasn't been stagnant. It's not like they're getting stuff every play, but just here and there, you give credit to the Yellow Jacket defense. They made plays when they had to. They have not given up a lot of points. They gave up yards in there, but they came up big and did their jobs when it mattered most.
Fourth and 4, 4th and 5 here for the Yellow Jackets. And it looks like it's going to be a QB run. And that is going to be tackled for a loss with 10 seconds left at about the 38-yard line.
Right, so you see here you got your choices. Do you even attempt with no timeouts trying to get a quick out, maybe 10, 15 yards, set you up for a Hail Mary? Do you even try that, or you just go for the big play right now? We'll see what they go with. It's a very sticky situation regardless of what they go with. But maybe they're trying to buy themselves a little bit of yards with all that, how backed off they are.
I would imagine to try to just move up a little bit because we're looking at over a 60-yard Hail Mary.
And we're looking at about 30 yards of cushion right now that the defense is giving them. So if you can get it, you can get it. Take it. It'll make it a lot more manageable.
The way they're lined up right now, I'm looking at number 24 down at the bottom with no one over him. You got 11 seconds left. You might be able to get
there's a chance
at least to the 50 on an out route here.
He's got to be able to get out of bounds. It looks like
he went that way. Get out of bounds.
Oh,
big hit by the Yellow Jackets, and a flag is thrown. Helmet flying off. Number 24, Hakeem Melvin holds on. What a hit, though.
Yeah, it's going to be an illegal one, so we're looking at it. Oh, hey, really good position for that final shot. This game is coming down to it. Good job of getting the ball out there and taking what they gave you. Yeah, your receiver got hit pretty hard there.
That was a big hit.
And that was a very big hit. And luckily it was an illegal one because he was in bounds. He did not make it out. So I'd imagine they're going to take that 15-yard penalty and move them up, which is going to give the Marauders a lot less distance to travel for this final shot here.
A surprise, Jared Jenkins is in at quarterback. I thought they would have went with Clayman for the last throw. The referee still talking it out. J.C. Morgan talking with the refs there, here down at the bottom of the screen.
So on this Hail Mary setup here, we're probably going to see quarterback take a little bit of time, try and roll outside the pocket towards where he has his three receivers to the left. Buy a little time, just trying to get his receivers to be able to get in the back of the end zone, chuck it up and see who comes down with it. Call it a Hail Mary for a reason. He'll be praying every part of the throw.
And it's going to be a targeting call against the Yellow Jackets as the ball is moved up all the way inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line.
This gives you a lot more options. It makes it a lot easier. He does not have to throw it as far.
This is very doable. And can you imagine if the Marauders are able to pull this? What did we say? Marauder Miracle?
Marauder Miracle.
4 seconds left here. Last play of the game. Hail Mary. Can the Marauders pull off the amazing comeback?
I mean, it's all set up to be that way. You got fans that left already. We already said it was over. We did the wrong thing. Hey, every part of it's set up for this to be a win.
Here we go. A lot of pressure, and he throws it up, and he's thrown. It's in the end zone, and it's incomplete. Broken up by the Yellow Jackets, and the Yellow Jackets are going to go home with a win to start off the season. And that's a heartbreak for the Marauders. Great game from both teams. The Yellow Jackets did just enough to come away with a win here.
Yeah, man, that hurts. That hurts, especially for those guys in black and gold on both ends. But our guys in black and gold over here, that hurts to see that become that close. But, hey, first game in 2 years, man, what a game. That was an awesome game. Way to fight the whole way through. Nothing better you could ask for than football on a Thursday and coming out that way.
Yeah, you got to like – I know Coach Morgan has to like the fight that he saw on his team. Down 2-14 coming out of halftime. A lot of teams, a lot of old teams might have given up and looked forward to next week. But you got to like the fight that you saw on your team, a young team that's only going to get better during the season.
Right, yeah, hey, that defense played phenomenally. You got to give credit as well to the Yellow Jackets, like we've been talking about, their defense playing that way and closing it out. But they did their jobs. They had a couple hiccups here and there, and they closed out. And they played smart. That's the good thing. They did not do – it got chippy, and they did not let that get out of hand. Yeah, like you said, a lot of fight from that team. Way to come through. And the offense, a good thing. Not a lot of points, but they're moving the ball. There are little fixes here and there. They're moving the ball. It's not stagnant. They got to get a little bit of better protection, protect the quarterback. But that'll come. It's week one. You got to get all the bugs out and hopefully bounce back this next week, starting in league play.
Well, that's going to do it for us here at Beamster First Stadium. The Yellow Jackets come away with the win, 14 to the Marauders 2. Brett, I had a great time with you tonight, man. Looking forward to the next time we come here at Beamster First Stadium against Westchester on the 25th. Look forward to seeing you there, man.
Yes, sir. Can't wait.